You are tired of getting crushed early. And that is exactly why today, you are going to master the Italian opening. You start by grabbing space right in the middle. You play e4. This clamps down on the center and fights for the d5 square. They match you. They play e5. You bring out knight to f3. Simple. Forcing chess. You develop while attacking their pawn on e5. They have to react, so they play knight to c6. Now the magic happens. You go bishop to c4. This defines the whole setup. You are already eyeing that weak f7 pawn, the softest target in their camp. Let's look at the Giuoco Piano, which hits the board when they go bishop to c5. Very classical, very solid, but you do not respect solid. So you play c3. The idea is brutally direct. You are prepping a massive central push, aiming for d4 to completely hijack the middle of the board. They usually attack your pawn, so they play knight to f6. Ignore it. You push d4. This forces the issue immediately. They have to resolve the tension, so e takes on d4, and you just take back. C takes on d4. Look at this beautiful dominating pawn center. You are suffocating their pieces. Let's rewind to see how this explodes into the Greco attack. It starts when e takes on d4 and c takes on d4. Their bishop is under fire. Instead of retreating, they deliver check with bishop to b4. Check. Is this guy serious? You just block? You bring out knight to c3. They push d6 to solidify. Then you just get your king safe. You castle kingside. Back to the main crossroads. Let's check out the Giuoco Pianissimo. This happens when they go bishop to c5. You play c3, keeping that d4 dream alive. They play knight to f6, attacking your pawn. Do not panic. Instead of blasting the center, you play it cool. You push d3. They match you. They push d6. Then you castle kingside. From here, let's break down the main ideas in the Giuoco Pianissimo. It all starts with a sneaky maneuver. You play knight to d2. You want to reroute this guy. The plan is to swing to f1 and eventually land on g3, eyeing the king side. While you prep this, they might play a waiting move, so they push a 6. Before continuing the tour, you throw in h3. Crucial prophylaxis. You take away the g4 square, stopping their knight from jumping to g4 and preventing the bishop pin on g4. No free squares for them. They usually copy you. They push h6. Next, you play rook to e1. This vacates the f1 square for your knight. They might challenge your bishop. They go bishop to e6. Just take it. Bishop takes on e6. F takes on e6, opening their f file. The path is clear, so you play knight to f1. They might tuck their bishop away. They go bishop to a7. Finally, you complete the mission. You play knight to g3. Your pieces are perfectly coiled for an attack. They might reorganize. They play queen to e8. You go bishop to e3. If they expand on the queen side, they push b5, and you push d4. This push is the ultimate goal. Let's reset, because you need to see how these core ideas give you a massive edge in your games. If you really want to step on the gas, you jump right into the Evans Gambit. This is a ridiculously aggressive spin on the Italian game. The entire point is to ditch a wing pawn so you can build an absolute monster of a center on d4 and e4. You are playing for pure speed here, keeping that enemy king trapped in the middle while you hunt for targets. Do they even know what is coming? To get the party started, you strike with b4. You are just hurling this pawn up the board to wreck their coordination and force a crisis. Most players take the bait, so black plays bishop takes on b4, and you immediately grab space. You push c3. This boots the bishop away and preps your massive central push. Feeling the heat, they usually drop back to keep the tension, so they go bishop to a5, but you literally do not care. You push d4. You are ripping the center wide open before this guy can even blink. Trying to hold their structure together, they play d6. Now, the pressure gets completely out of hand. You play queen to b3. Look at this immediate threat. You are lining up a nasty battery straight down the board to hit f7. Sure, you are down a pawn, but who cares when you have total control of the initiative in a terrifying center? Your opponent is sweating bullets. Let's spin it back and look at a different nightmare. The Fegatello Attack. This kicks off when black plays knight to f6. They are stepping into the two knights' defense, and you need to punish that instantly. You leap forward, you play knight to g5. Out of nowhere, your pieces are swarming. Your knight is staring down f7, and your bishop is cutting across the board to target f7 too. It is a savage, direct lunge at their king, forcing a panic response. Desperate to block that diagonal, they play d5. You just clear it out, e takes on d5. Usually they try to get cute and hit your bishop, so they play knight to a5. But retreating is for losers. Stay on the gas pedal, so you deliver check with bishop to b5, check. They are forced to block, so they push c6. Keeping that momentum rolling, d takes on c6, and they take back. b takes on c6. Suddenly they think they are winning your bishop, but you have a filthy little trick to flip the script. You play queen to f3. This completely pins that c6 pawn and sets up a massive threat on their rook in the corner. Jumping over to this setup, you can unleash the legendary legal trap. It all starts when you bring out knight to c3. Black tries to get annoying and pin your knight, so they go bishop to g4. You immediately ask that bishop what it is doing with its life. You throw in h3. Stubbornly holding the pin, they go bishop to h5, and this is where the magic happens. You drop an absolute nuke on the board, knight captures on e5. You are completely ignoring the pin and just hanging your queen to shred their position. The disrespect is unreal. They see a free queen and their eyes light up. Bishop takes on d1. They think they just won the lottery, but they actually just lost the game. You spring the trap, bishop takes on f7, check. That king is dragged out into the cold. With only one legal square left, they play king to e7. And now, you drop the hammer. You play knight to d5, checkmate. It is just a gorgeous geometric mating net. Look at how flawlessly your pieces work together to lock down every single exit. The king cannot step back to e8 or run up to e6 because your light-squared bishop is a sniper. The checking knight covers e7 and f6, and your other knight beautifully handles f7 and d7. This is an absolute masterpiece of a trap and a lethal weapon for your games. Let's rewind to check out a few more ideas from the starting position. Alright, that's it for today, so make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Time to break down the legendary Blackburne Trap. The madness starts when black plays knight to d4. This jump looks incredibly annoying. They just want to drag you into absolute chaos right in the middle of the board. It's actually a subtle mistake, but it sets a very dangerous psychological bait. Do not fall for the shiny object. The entire goal here is to trick you into grabbing what looks like a completely free pawn. If you actually take that bait, your knight takes on e5. On the surface, this looks like an absolute steal for you. You just picked up a central pawn, your knight is beautifully centralized on e5, and everything seems perfectly fine. But this is exactly the trap they wanted you to walk into. Congratulations, you played yourself. You just stepped onto a massive tactical landmine. The trap officially springs when they play queen to g5. This is a devastating double attack that completely flips the script on you. They are simultaneously targeting your vulnerable pawn on g2 and putting massive pressure on your exposed knight on e5. The position is already critical, and your natural instinct here, because you love danger, is probably to try and counterattack rather than just retreating. Thinking you can outsmart them and launch your own threat. Your knight takes on f7. This looks like a brilliant counterpunch. You are hitting their queen on g5 and threatening to win the rook on h8. It feels like you are completely winning the tactical battle. Are you feeling like Magnus yet? Because unfortunately, this is the fatal blunder that seals your fate. Instead of saving their rook, their queen takes on g2. The trap is fully locked in, and the situation has gone from bad to worse. Now they are directly attacking your trapped rook on h1, and your entire kingside structure is collapsing under the pressure. Panic sets in. You have to find a way to save that rook from being captured immediately. Desperate to keep the material on the board and stay alive, you play rook to f1. It is literally the only square available to save the piece from the queen. But it completely traps your own king on e1. You have survived the immediate threat of losing the rook. Your king is sweating bullets though. Your position is structurally ruined and perfectly primed for a brutal tactical strike. Keeping the pressure dialed up, their queen takes on e4, check. This forces a terrible decision upon you. Blocking with the queen simply loses it to the knight. So you are forced to look for another way to shield your king from this brutal diagonal attack down the e-file. The walls are closing in very quickly. Trying to hold things together and survive the onslaught, you play bishop to e2. It seems like the most natural developing move to block the check and prepare to untangle your pieces. This guy has a nasty surprise, because this completely cuts off the last escape square for your king on e2, setting up a spectacular finish that you will not see coming. They end the game instantly as they play knight to f3, checkmate. It is a stunning smothered mate right in the center of the board. Your own pieces on d1, e2, and f1 have formed a perfect cage around your king. This is exactly why you have to be incredibly careful when grabbing early central pawns against tricky setups. Jumping into a fresh setup, let's examine the two knights' defense, starting right when black's knight takes on e4. This aggressive capture immediately challenges your central control and demands an accurate response. You have to react decisively to maintain your advantage and prove that their early knight jump was a mistake. To rip open the center and ask them how they plan to justify their early knight adventure. D takes on e5. They try to develop actively and play bishop to c5. They want to put pressure on your vulnerable pawn on f2. Are they seriously trying this? Because they want to create some quick tactical problems before you can fully consolidate your position. The huge problem for them is that this aggressive deployment leaves their knight completely stranded and vulnerable to a very simple tactical sequence. You immediately punish their lack of coordination and play queen to d5. This is a crushing double attack. You are threatening checkmate on f7 while simultaneously attacking their hanging bishop on c5. In pure desperation, their knight takes on f2. They are hoping to create enough chaos to survive, attacking your rook on h1 and trying to distract your queen from the main objective. Nice try, buddy. But it is far too late for these kinds of tricks. Your primary threat is completely unstoppable and the geometry is locked in. You ignore the distraction entirely, and your queen takes on f7, checkmate. The bishop on c4 provides the perfect support, ending the game right on the spot before they can even blink. Recognizing these early tactical patterns is absolutely crucial for punishing uncoordinated development and securing quick victories. And with that, we're done for today. If you want to keep crushing your opponents, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel.